Hey guys, welcome to another weekend review from Wargamer Dad. There's a lot of cool stuff come out this week. We've had the Games Expo, so we've had GW revealing a lot of kick-ass bits and pieces. First off, one of my favourites, Necromunda. We've had the what are they called? They're called Palatine Enforcer kit, which looks something like that, which looks really cool. Kind of mini Arbitus, but not quite. There's been a bit of sort of like, oh, they're not Arbitus, they don't look Arbitus, but in all fairness, they're not meant to. They're kind of a mini Arbitus kit for in Necromunda, so they're not as tough or strong as the Adeptus Arbitus, but they are kind of a law enforcement agency, which makes sense because in all fairness, the Adeptus Arbitus are badasses capable of enforcing law on a planet-wide scale. You probably want something smaller to go into Necromunda, but that being said, if you wanted to kit them up like Adeptus Arbitus or anything kind of that ilk, or Judge Dredd like, as you can see from the things, they totally work. We've got a guy there who's very reminiscent of the recent Punisher TV series. If anyone's been looking, watching that on Netflix, I think the sort of the headgear, the armor could be done in a really cool way there. I haven't gone into Necromunda yet, but it is on my list of games I'd like to try. And frankly, the reason I didn't get in is because none of the gangs really inspired me. Maybe go, ooh, I want to play that. These guys do. So I think at some point, if I've got the cash, because I understand they're not out until July, August period, I may swing for those, try and fork out for those. Also, something much more personally exciting, the new Wood Elves have come out. Now, I will admit, I'm not 100% on the new Wood Elf sculpts. They look really good. Although, if any of you are old enough to remember Fabio from the 80s, I really think the War Dancers kind of look like Fabio. Trying to get into focus there. Yeah, I can imagine wind flowing through their hair and aftershave. But they still look really cool. I'm not 100% sure about the, I guess, the onesies they're wearing. They've got sort of like whole body suits. Yeah, right up to the gloves, which is a little bit unique. But they still look cool with their kind of woody face masks and that. I'm missing the huge hair that was one of the signatures of the War Dancers. But all in all, still a really cool model. I play War Dancers. I assume that's like a tree root coming out of her head. Might be a tentacle, I don't know. Chaos War Dancer, maybe? I play Wood Elves, although currently I'm using a Dryads converted kit, counts as Wood Elves, because Wood Elves weren't out, and whilst there are some really good third-party Wood Elves out there, I really wasn't looking to spend that much money to initially get into the game, so that's fairly cool. There's stuff out for Warcry. Again, another system I don't play, but I'm looking at these guys and frankly, they're really cool. And I think with a little conversion, they could be used for a lot of different things. Zentian cultists, if you wanted to add something to your Age of Sigmar's Zench army, you've got a bunch of ready-made cultists to throw in next to your Chaotic Acolytes right there. Scabies or other sort of Chaos cultists for 40k with a little bit of conversion, they'd look really, really good. And there's a reasonable amount of us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So with a couple of packs and a little bit of conversion for bolt guns and oil pistols, you're looking at some really cool Zentian models for 40k there as well. So that's really, really nice. Got some, talking about cultists, Blackstone Fortress Escalation has already been announced. So you've got these guys here. Some more Chaos Cultists. I'm sure there'll be rules for them in 40k. Most of the Blackstone Fortress stuff has had 40k rules so far to allow you to bring it into 40k, so that looks really, really cool. yeah, a ton of stuff already just coming straight out from the expo. So really impressed there. Also, these have been poking out for a couple of months. GW are bringing out a new paint range. They're calling them contrast paint. The idea is instead of one thin shade, instead of a few thin shades, you paint with one thicker shade, but the paint sinks and rises. So it's like a combination of a base coat and a wash. Now, whilst that sounds weird, and I will admit I am a bit dubious, if it does work, and all the models they've shown us, and their videos on how they're using already out, and stuff like that, and they've sent a bunch out to guys to try out there on the YouTube channels on YouTube, so check that out. You've got they've got a lot of really cool results, and it basically means that instead of doing a base coat, waiting for that to dry, a wash, waiting for that to dry, which washes take a long time to dry, you just got one coat of paint, so it's reducing your amount of effort by a third. If you're painting, washing, and dry brushing, and then highlighting, well, I suppose a quarter. If you're painting, washing, brushing, and then detailing / highlighting, this is going to take one of those, complete one of those stages, and at that, one of the more time-consuming stages, because the amount of time the washes do often take to dry, completely out of the equation. So that could be really cool. I think we'll all have to wait to get our hands on them and try them out. I'm happy with it personally, because one of the big complaints that the GW hear a lot, and the gamers always make, is I've got too much grey plastic to go buying more models. And it sounds like very much like GW have listened and responded. And I always approve of any company that listens to its customers and then responds with a product. Because it's how it should work. If they want our money and we express a need, they should get our money by filling that need, rather than going, okay, here's the latest cool model. We've given it stats that mean you can't afford not to buy it because your opponents will have it and you'll just lose if you don't have it. And that has happened in the past. Whereas this is almost the opposite end of the spectrum. They've listened to customers. They've listened to why customers are unwilling to spend money on models, and they responded not only with a product that will have customers wanting to buy it because it is a cool sounding product, and it saves them time. It saves us time and effort. So they've responded not only with a good product, but they've responded with a product that will fix another problem we've had, thus encouraging us to spend money with them even more. But they've done it in such a way as, again, it encourages us. It says, here's something, which means you can spend the money you want, rather than looking at a sea of slightly depressing grey plastic, in a way that's a win-win. And that I really appreciate it when companies, even the big guys like GW, actually do that, because I don't feel like I'm spending money because I have to. I feel like I'm spending money because I want to. I'm buying things because they make me happy, because I'm enjoying it, rather than going, oh, I need another squad, I'm going to have to spend another 20 quid. I'm going, oh, I'll finish with my guys, I can paint some more guys, I'll get some more guys in the field. It's about enjoying yourself rather than having to do something. And on occasion, let's be honest, that has happened. Not just with GW, but with several others. What else have we got? Bear with me, I'm just loading some bits up. So I've just got to quickly load something up. Boom, 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 boom. Why do I have a... Sorry, one of my things is taking a while to load up. I'm just going to try again. There we go. Okay, we've got some cool other stuff. For example, if you're going down to Star Play, if you go just onto some kind of like a sales bit, starplayershop.com have got a sale on there. Their Lizardmen are reduced in price. So you're looking at a £65 for the basic set, and then £85 for a full team. So £7.95, which is slightly cheaper. So those, and let's scroll all the way down. Those, and come on, loading. Those as well, other stuff. So they've got a sale going on there. If you're a Blood Bowl fan, if you're into Lisbon, check that out. That's pretty cool. Where are we? Cromlech released some new cool bits and pieces. We've got some new shoulder pads for Chaos available from Cromlech. They're very nice and smart looking. If you're looking for a sorry guys, power cable caught my knee there. Hope you didn't get dizzy. Hope you enjoyed your trip, etc., etc. It's Wargamer Dad, expect the puns. Yep, if you're looking for some awesome shoulder pads, check out Cromlech there. We've also got some new scenery going on as well. Yeah, we've got Hive City newsstands, which some basic cool stuff to bring either your tabletop, or if you're doing either if you're doing 40k kill team, if you're doing Infinity, or anything else which is a skirmish game, they're pretty cool, and they'll fit in with there. Of course, we've got the new release this week. The Halfling Hopefuls are out. That's a long-expected team. I think one of the reasons that we knew Wood Elves were coming was that a lot of the guys that you need for Halflings and Wood Elves cross over in the Tree Men, and some of the special characters for Halflings and Wood Elves are the same characters, like Deep Brew and that. So after the construction Deep Brew, it kind of made sense for them to bring out Wood Elves. I think we're all hoping that they're going to bring out a new Tree Man, because at the moment we have the old Tree Man model, which is... It was good for its time, but I think its time has passed, so that's pretty cool. I'm just going to quickly load up something else, which I accidentally shut down. Where are we? Yeah, there's a cool... another Kickstarter. This one's already funded, but there's still time to back this project. Nice little company called Atlantis Miniatures have done some cool Wood Elves there, and of course if you look at those guys, you've got horns there, so you could use it as Wood Elves. You could use it as my brain wants to say Azamar, but I mean the demonic ones. You could use them as demonic, as the tieflings for D&D, so that's pretty cool. I'll just get a picture up there for you. There you can see there's some cool stuff there. It's already funded, but as you can see, there is still opportunities to back the project. You've got 10 days to go on that one, if that's something you're interested in. A bunch of Wood Elf guys in all cool different poses there. Wood Elf archers, Wood Elf warriors, and the like. Wood Elf rogues. Again, they look more appropriate for skirmish games and D&D games. You've got some forest basing kit, £140 for the lot. You can see they're not going to be cheap. So I'll probably be giving them a miss, but there are plenty of you out there who have high enough paying jobs you can afford them. And here we've got some more sort of stags and Wood Elf cavalry, which will fit in with other stuff there. £260 for everything. Critters freebies, spellcasters freebies, loads of weird extra stuff that you can get there. Although, if you don't have a box set, you can build your own custom model by adding the values you want. So you've got 3 models for 15 quid, which are going to be a recommended retail of 20. Again there. So yeah, a little bit more accessible for the likes of me and my mates who can't really afford the expensive stuff. You've got a Druid there for £8, which, fantastic D&D Wood Elf Druid there, which is 28mm. Awesome rogue, and a load of other cool stuff there. So that's really cool. If you're looking to play Age of Sigmar with some of the Sylvan, you could use those, not Sylvan. I think the elves, they're all in with the elves now, aren't they? With the elves, and you want to go a bit more Wood Elfy, they're great models. A little bit expensive for a large scale army, but certainly they could add some pop to your already existing army. If you're looking for some D&D miniatures, they'll be cool there as well. That's all I've got this week. Sorry I don't have more. Been a little tired. Been working my wasp names off to pay for things. My dog got sick. Everything keeps happening to me. I don't know what that is. £180 to remove a hematoma from her ear. Random things. One day I'll have a week where I have my own money to spend. I don't have to spend on other things, but when you decide to become a dad and have a family, you're signing a big chunk of your money away to paying for that thing, but totally worth it. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time for the next roundup, and I'm going to be buying the halflings ASAP, so keep an eye on my channel, and I'm going to do an unboxing for the halfling hopefuls. I think it's the Greenfield Grasshuggers they're called. So keep an eye on the channel, and that should be out pretty soon, possibly tomorrow or the day after if we can get hold of them. Actually, it's Saturday today, isn't it? So they're out already. So I may well actually be able to get hold of them. Yeah, tomorrow. I should be able to get hold of them tomorrow. Yeah, I'll pop down my local friendly gaming store. Okay, see you guys next time. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye. Hi guys, hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Not sure why, but I am. So if you like it, see me there, and please tell your friends. Thanks very much. Bye.